Hello and welcome back to Deep Talks. I'm Peyton, and today I have another very special guest. He's another close friend of mine, and he is a music producer, music engineer. So please welcome Lucy Lowe.
Hey, how's it going, guys? What's good?
How are you feeling today?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Honestly,
Yeah.
just been, you know, just kind of doing my thing, been just making beats, honestly, just making beats and trying to get the studio all kind of upgraded and stuff. So,
Yeah, we're in a professional studio right now.
yeah, I know, but how about you? How have you been?
I've been okay, you know what, like I said last episode, I'm surviving, still in school, so you know what.
Oh, fair enough.
The
Yeah,
H in university stands for happiness.
there you go. That's all you. As long as you're happy, that's all that
There
matters.
is no H in university.
Oh, yeah, true.
Anyways, I have some questions for you. You ready to go into it?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
For your first question, what got you into music?
Yeah, honestly, like when I was 16, I bought my first pair of headphones and like I didn't really fit in with a lot of friend groups. Like I had a couple of close friends, but just by myself, I got really nervous, just walking down the street and like walking down the hallways. I don't know, I felt like just kind of closed off. And when I bought these headphones and I was listening to music, like I don't know, I just was able to tune everything out and not really worry or care about anything. And the time came where, I was 18 and I took a co-op class. I was working at like Union Gas, Enbridge Company now. And I'm like, dude, this job kind of it's just like an office job, right? Traditional office job. It seemed kind of boring and uh I could tell like if I was to work there permanently, I would be like really miserable and depressed. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck do I want to do with my life? And I was making beats here and there, just kind of messing around with some of my friends. And I was like, okay, you know what? Like, fuck it. Let's just go out and make some beats. So I bought a laptop and I bought an interface and like all the gear that I needed to like just start making music. And then I basically applied to any college that would accept me in Toronto because I knew Toronto was the music scene. And then I just moved here. I got accepted at Humber, which
Go
there you
Hawks!
go.
Go Hawks!
But it was for radio, but I didn't care. I just wanted to get into the city. And because if you can go into college and you get like an OSAP loan, it's a lot of money initially, and it's just a good way to get a quick head start onto building your career. So that's what I did. I just went to school, got a loan, and met a bunch of people along the way in college, and just started learning beats and as I went, and just making music with my friends, and just you could honestly do whatever you put your mind to as long as you have the determination and the drive. You just got to put in the work and you have to grind for it. It's like you got to put in the hours. uh I started off, I was really crap. I like my beats were terrible. you
I
know
don't know. I remember you coming onto our floor at Humber and you would share your beats and I was like, oh, these are kind of cool.
they were kind of cool, yeah.
Okay. Start
But
somewhere.
they were rough, like I didn't know anything yet, like honestly, until but that's just it, right? Like don't be like intimidated where you are in life, right? Like you might be like 25 or 26 and you want to get into something, but you might think, oh, I'm too old for this now, it's too late. Honestly, like it's never too late. Just you can start at any time and put in the hours. Like you think about um like just where a lot of like actors and stuff, they started off, some of them don't even get famous until they're like really old. Like the guy that plays Gandalf, right? What's his name right now? I can't think of his name. Okay, you might have to cut that part out.
It's okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like some actors, they don't get famous at all until they're older or whatever. Some people start at different times. Like they have different spots in their life that they're living, and you can't put yourself through that. You can't compare yourself to others. That's a good way to really kind of hurt your spirit. So you want to stay strong spirited. You want to just focus on yourself, work on, build, small achievable goals, and just kind of, work towards them one at a time, and just eventually, you complete enough goals. you might be where you want to be.
There we go. Beautifully said.
Yeah,
So,
thanks.
I mean, going more onto that, how has music helped you?
Yeah, no, honestly, music has helped me a lot, man. Like, I just it's kind of put me in like a spot where I'm able to kind of, you know, be creative and artistic and try new things. And, you know, when I make a piece of music, when I make a beat, like I'm really satisfied. Sometimes I'm so satisfied to the point where I literally can't sleep at night. Like I'll stay up late because I'm just so ecstatic from like a song I made or like something I recorded, you know.
I get that, like, as much as I complain about school, like, I love my program, psychology, like, surprise, surprise. But like when I learn something new, or like even when like I have to do my readings, like I like can't concentrate, one, because I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
But I also am just like really excited about like what I'm learning, and I'm just like so excited to get into it.
no, I totally
Yeah.
understand that. Like when you're like actually passionate about something, it's very easy to kind of get distracted on it and just like, you know, it's hard to take a step back from it. But you want to make sure you take like those necessary breaks because it's very easy to get burned out. Like right now I'm working like 5 jobs right now, and it's like really easy for me to like kind of forget about the, enjoying like the little things in life and, spending time with my friends, making time for people, it's like you kind of sometimes you open your eyes and you're like, you wake up one day and you're just kind of like, man, where's the time gone? Like it's already been a year, and so like you want to make sure you savor like, these moments, especially when you're young, because it's like nothing's forever, and it's like if you're just not like making that time for yourself, then it's like you're not going to end up feeling happy.
So
So
you're saying that like it's kind of like a self-help thing almost.
yeah, it's like self-help, it's like I had to take a break from the music actually for a while. I had to take a break from the beats and um even like my job here for a bit. I had to take some time to just like make some time for myself and see my friends and stuff. Because last year I was in a really bad place. I wasn't really making a lot of money and like I was really broke and just like things just weren't clicking. I was losing inspiration to make beats and it was probably my worst year. um I'm just kind of recovering from it now actually, like in January, just kind of rediscovering myself, and that's where like taking breaks really came in because it's like sometimes you need that time to just self-evaluate.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, with my episode, I was in a depression for 10 months, like a severe depression for 10 months. And when I came out of that, it was like a weird period where it's like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Right? And it's like a shock almost.
yeah, no, it's totally understandable. Like you almost kind of like wake up from it or something, right? Like you're in
Yeah.
this like almost sort of like trance, you're in this perspective where you're kind of, it's almost like your whole perspective changes all of a sudden, and you're like, you kind of self-evaluate. You're like, wow, what the heck happened? Like, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, no, it's totally understandable. I've had like really bad anxiety, panic attacks. I used to take medication actually for it. I took fluoxetine for a bit. When I went to college, I stopped taking the medication mainly because it like now obviously like this is just my opinion, right? Like for me, in my situation, I thought that my anxiety was just mainly all in my head. Do you know what I mean? It was like some demons I was battling. I thought I didn't have to take this medication to um kind of, to calm me down. I could find other ways to calm myself down naturally. I think I was just 18 at the time. I just became an adult, a lot of pressure on me. Um, you know, a lot of things on my mind. I think it was just like a natural reaction that I had, and I necessarily didn't need the medication. It was maybe more so like being able to take a step back, self-reflect, and point out those issues that I was facing and find ways to cope with them, find ways to kind of calm down take a breath, and just kind of think things through, you know?
Was it your doctor who told you that you need to go on medication, or was it you telling your doctor?
It was me telling my doctor.
Okay,
Okay,
that's what happened to me.
yeah,
That's what I did. I was 14 though, and I knew I needed medication. I was like, I can't handle this on my own anymore.
yeah.
And then I went to my psychiatrist, and she was like, okay, we'll start it.
And that's it too, right? Like it was kind of a similar situation with me. Like at the time I was like 16, so I talked to like a pediatrician, and I was like telling them that I just kind of was really just anxious all the time. Uh, you know, at the time though, it wasn't to get fluoxetine. Um, I actually had a bit of a drug problem myself, and I was hoping to get like other drugs. I was trying to say I had trouble focusing and stuff. I was trying to get Adderall. At the time, I thought it would be cool to get a prescription for Adderall so I could sell it at school. Thank God that didn't work out. I don't even know where I'd be at that point, But no, I've had like actual drug problems before. Like I had a really bad Percocet problem before. Um, I don't really tell people about it because, it's like don't want people looking at me differently, but um, like I had like, some dental work done and they gave me Percocets. I had some left over, so I took a bunch at once and I really liked the feeling of that high. So, you know, um, after I ran out, I got really dependent on them. Um, After I moved out when I went to college, obviously I didn't have access to it anymore. So I had a really bad relapse. Um, or not a relapse. I had really bad withdrawals. And yeah, no, it was rough, but it was necessary. It's like I was kind of in a bad spot.
Yeah.
But, it's like I'm really grateful to have the friends that I have now. If it wasn't for Jay, Rowan, Riley, Chow, all them, like if I wouldn't have met them in school, like I don't know where I'd be. Yeah, and Peyton.
There we go.
Yeah, and Peyton. Yeah, no, honestly though, like, because you guys are my day ones. You guys are my real ones. Like I was never afraid to be myself. I could just be myself. And that's really important for people, I think, too, is like, it's like if you're living a life where you're just kind of putting on this mask your whole life, if you're just putting on a mask and you're not being your true genuine self, it's like it's torture. So, it's like you gotta have people around you where you can just say what you want to say and do what like just be yourself, and then you don't feel like you're kind of constricted. I feel like constrictions really they kind of feel like your own mental prison, you know, and that's no good.
Yeah.
It's no good for your headspace.
Yeah. I mean, well, thank you for opening up about that. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I haven't told many people. It's like the first time publicly saying it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
The more we talk about it, the more people will hopefully become more understanding.
totally.